so plain and precious. Finally, the Book of Mormon is the keystone of testimony. Just as the arch crumbles if the keystone is removed, so does all the church stand or fall with the truthfulness of the Book of Mormon. The enemies of the church understand this clearly.
One of our brethren some years ago spoke of the payment of tithing as fire insurance. Nonetheless, the word of the Lord is clear that those who do not keep the commandments and observe the laws of God shall be burned at the time of his coming. For that shall be a day of judgment, a day of sifting, a day of separating the good from the evil. I would venture a personal opinion that no event has occurred in all the history of the earth as dreadful as will be the day of the second coming, as fraught with the destructive forces of nature, as consequential for the nations of the earth, as terrible for the wicked, and as wonderful for the righteous.
This is not the Church of Latter-day Saints, of Joseph Smith. This is the Church of Jesus Christ.
Travis winged it all. I finished early late with the second phase of my work. And the church news, obviously, they're done early today because it's the weekend before the Thanksgiving long weekend with the potential day that she'll burn as an oven. We'll see. As it's now obvious that this whole sham by pro-Palestinians was just a front, because now the news is reporting that pro-Palestinians are assassinating Jews throughout the nation and around the world. And, big surprise, Palestinians are now joining hand in hand with Hamas against Israel. The whole world fell for the con to utterly destroy Jerusalem from the face of the earth once and for all. And so lying seems to be the big deal of the day. Everybody's doing the fad. Oh, lying, okay, I'm gonna lie too. And denying the truth. And so for the funeral of M. Russell Ballard, now that he's dead and buried, now that there was controversy right before his death about him lying, not telling the truth, gonna have to testify in court, which, if he lies in court, it's double jeopardy, where the sentence doubles, except for it's a civil crime, or civil lawsuit, not a criminal lawsuit. But, yeah, of course, the church has to protect him. It's the authority of the church that's in jeopardy here. Just like earlier this year, when the Book of Mormon was threatened with being banned for porn. Mormons needed to rise up and protect it and drop all the frivolous lawsuits and new laws and all that crap in order to keep the Book of Mormon. And so, yes, to keep the reputation that was tarnished and tainted and destroyed and defiled and disgraced and humiliated and exposed, the church now lies about his memory. President Ballard, remembered as a courageous warrior for truth. Was that you, Holland? Was that your talk? as Holland also has been caught with some doozies, like that memorable one from Harvard. It's sad and pathetic. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is the biggest crime organization ever. They're worldwide. And even though it seems like they only control Utah, I mean, they're the cause of funding the Ukraine war and Armageddon right now. Hamas. That was the church. Your tithing money. And they've so deceived the Mormons with hypnotism that Mormons are furious with me. With me. I just covered what the news was saying. He lied about Tim Ballard. He got busted. And death is the only thing that saved him. So yeah, this is a sad and pathetic tale of those who lie to protect themselves, to lie to protect their authority over others, to control the lives of others, to take the agency away from others. They have to maintain the lie. And this isn't just that situation. Ballard, as a religious leader, lies about the religion. Because the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints stands or falls on the Book of Mormon being true. And critics go, oh yeah, cows can't be true. Wrong. Wrong truth, wrong falsehood. Everybody misses it. And I get blamed on both sides. The Book of Mormon is in the learning of the Jews. Everybody can read it. Everybody knows that it says Jews. And yet, everybody calls it Christian with Jesus, which is a very hateful anti-Semitic thing to do to the founder and the Book of Mormon, which the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints claims is our keystone. And that's just the beginning of, this isn't a contradiction. This is a denial of truth. This is laughable, calling Russell Ballard a courageous warrior for truth. He's the great deceiver of the truth. He never told the truth in his life. Because when you use Christianity and Jesus to interpret all scriptures, all words of Joseph, not a single thing you say is right. Same with you, critics. Every argument against the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints referencing Joseph Smith in the Book of Mormon as Christian with Jesus is automatically wrong. And this goes back to the trap that Brigham Young set. He was the one that started it. As a missionary, in 1832, he joined with Heber C. Kimball to do this very thing, to destroy Joseph's church. And just like Joy Reid is a Methodist, so too was Brigham Young, and both are anti-Semitic. There must be something in the Methodist doctrine that somehow thinks that the Jews are... I'm unaware of it. I can't find it. But two people now that I know of who are Methodists are both anti-Semitic. Joy Reid was a Brooklynite, a Crooklynite. I lived in Crooklyn, or during my mission in New York. Very discouraging. And then the Mehdi Hamas, is his name actually Hamas? I should check that. I don't want to be mixed up on that, but that... We're going to have white screen buffering for hours here before I can access it. Hassan. Yeah. He's a Shia Muslim of that culture of Islamist religion. And so apparently he's a British American, dual citizenship, but still, you can see it in his reporting. He has no sense of fair reporting, only presenting facts. He won't do it. It's all Israel is to blame, Israel must be blamed. And he was getting the Israeli spokesperson trying to accuse him of what Hamas caused. That's sick and wrong. MSNBC needs to crack down on their reporters. And the I can't remember her name now. I just looked it up earlier today. But she is of Jewish ancestry and black. And yet she's allowing this anti-Semitism on her MSNBC program network. She is not standing up for her ancestry. She's not standing up for Israel. She is not standing up for the press to present the facts, not present individual bias of hate and anti-Semitism. It's just like Mia Love. Trump declared her countries bleep hole countries. Her own ancestral land, bleep hole country. Called it out by name. And Mia Love did nothing to stand up for herself and her ancestors. And so, Mia Love showed Trump no love as she lost her election. And then all of a sudden she's woke. Oh, now I see that Trump is the bad man that he is. I never saw it before. Oh. Get the hell out of our district. Dear God. What a disgrace. You know, you cannot be MAGA and be black, or a woman, or LGBTQIAPO+. You will be betrayed. They are using you. Just like the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints uses you. They take your money. They pretend to love women, to love blacks and people of color, and LGBTQ, building those bridges so they can burn it down. And still, these people who are betrayed by the church, they still try to build the bridge again. Oh, come on. Be our friend. Please, don't kick us out of the church. No, Jesus. It is sad and pathetic to watch. To see how you've been hypnotized to the point where you betray Joseph Smith in the Book of Mormon. And you think that your membership is the most important thing, and that even though the prophets are revealing themselves as ultra-Nazi white supremacist, you still come crawling on your hands and knees begging to be taken back. It is sad and pathetic. And to witness all the hate comments now. That First Kenyan apostle is kicking butt. And oh, the hate. Mormons aren't getting it. Critics aren't getting it. I'm not lying. I purposely word them, yes. I purposely use thumbnail pictures, yes. But none of it is a lie. It's all true. They're racist, sexist, bigoted, hateful, neglectful of the poor. They're a criminal organization. They're a terrorist group. They've funded terrorism. They've funded war. And you get offended with me for pointing out the truth when I'm the courageous warrior for truth. All because the Book of Mormon says it's the learning of the Jews. And because I know what that means, everything reported, spoken of, and referenced to anybody in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is a blatant, outright lie, and a deception, and a con, and a fraud, and a crime. Why can't you guys see this? Critics, why can't you see it? You argue over cows. When all you had to do was go, oh, the Book of Mormon is the learning of the Jews. Oh, okay, so it's not literal history. So, yeah, that's why we're seeing cows. It was written by Sidney Rigdon. Oh, okay. Yeah. Linguistic science tells us this. And I guess Travis is right. Joseph Smith Sr. did rewrite the 116 pages. If only we would have listened to him all these years. And instead, everybody thinks they're right, and everybody else is wrong. It is sad, literally sad, that people would rather believe the lie and die in the lie to be remembered as a liar, as the church claims they're a courageous warrior for truth, than to just come out and confess. But the church can't, because their whole authority is based on the lie. And just like Trump wrote through his book writer, in the art of the deal, you carry out the con until it's exposed. And then you take the money and run. And that's what the church is doing. They brought out early, as they kept it late last year, the vending machines start paying the church money. All different ways to pay the church. And we already know they're criminals with it. The SEC, that was just the LLC laundered money from Russia way back in 2018 with the Orrin Hatch financial package, rushed to get there before the new year. And so it is strange that Monson died right at the beginning of the new year. Interesting timing.